Sure.
I turned all that over into SPX.
Nice.
Like moments after that video, the famous early October video.
Wow. That was a good time to get in. So.
Yeah, I mean it's always a good time to get in, but absolutely, yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It was better. It was even better time.
yeah, 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 for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, it's all a journey, and it's all about learning lessons. I think that's so important. And it's cool to hear that you've learned lessons back in 2008 through the genesis of all of it. So you've got a wide array of experience. It sounds like.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Lived through it all. Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, not awesome, but it's cool to get
but
that perspective. Not everybody has that. So.
yeah, yeah, and that's the gem, right? That's the jewel of living through stuff. So
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Well, and so okay, that kind of leads into my next question. I was going to ask you what got you into SPX. So it sounds like was it like Murad's video dropped, boom, I'm going in, or was there some time that to let it simmer, or what happened?
yeah. So very specifically, I already shared that I'm a surfer, and right now, I'm sitting on the San Francisco Bay. That's where I live. I'm
Okay,
sitting in my home. I live on this boat. Um, and my business that I run is just down the street here. But just over the hill, because I'm on the bay, and just over the hill is the Pacific Ocean, um, 10 minutes away where I often surf. And there's a young guy there who is into cryptocurrency.
okay,
I don't know exactly how old he is right now, but he's in his early 20s or something like that. So half my age, something like that.
sure.
Um, and I was surfing with him at the end. I guess it would have been like the end of September, or whenever that video. Literally, he had probably just watched that
Gotcha.
video. Um, but shout out to Pop Tardio is his handle. Great
Yep.
guy, really good information. He's mostly promoting PopCat
So you met
art.
him in person?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I met him in person, and I know
Wow,
him.
that's cool. Okay, interesting.
Um, so him and I were, in the water and chatting, and he started sharing a lot of the principles of that video. I mean, he's embodying them in his own way. He's been in the meme space for a long time, but really bright guy. But he basically was sharing with me like some of the principles around how all the altcoins are basically meme coins, and they're over evaluated and all that kind of information.
Right.
um Again, a lot of the stuff Murad was sharing, and i'm I was really open to it, even though it kind of destroyed my thesis at the time.
Sure.
uh, so I knew at least that I had to look into what he was sharing with me. And he shared that I wasn't even on X.
Oh,
And
interesting.
he's like, "Oh, sign up, and I'll share the video with you." So
Right.
that was literally like day one. I watched that video, and bought like within hours. I like 25% of my whole portfolio. I just swooped in, um, and it was an exciting time for SPX.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
huge. Um,
Yeah.
and so in a matter of a couple of weeks, I was fully in.
Right.
But it was him who shared that video with me, and then I watched it, and it just clicked. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not very technical. I mean, from a lot of the things I share, like I'm definitely not. It's not something I would be able to explain very well, but it clicks with me, and I get, when I hear something that resonates, or that it is what I perceive as real, it clicks really quick. So I
Right.
could really understand what Murad was sharing, at least good enough to know that it was that there was something really solid here.
Right.
Um, and I did at first choose a few of the other tokens on
Sure.
his list, but I just like the energetics of what was going on, at least what I was connecting to with SPX. It was so clear for me that that was the place to put all my energy in.
Yeah.
Um, I don't like that feeling of being spread out. Like it's like
Yeah.
they got so much attention, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and like, so I've always been like, I'm doing whatever I'm doing 110%. And like, I just kind of let everything else go,
Right. Yeah. I sort of similar. I was actually following Murad before the video. I was watching him compile his list and adding to it over time. SPX was the last one he put on there. And
It
I
was the,
had. Sorry, go ahead.
it was the last one.
It was
I
the
didn't,
last one. Yeah.
yeah, because it's his heaviest,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was the last one he put on the list, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I'm pretty darn positive it was the last one because I remember. Okay, so at the time I was in a different community and I was like, I was rating his stuff. I was like, okay, he's got one more spot. We got to get on the spot. That's where I was like,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So I
Wow.
was in a different community, and I was, I don't want to say the name. It's the past for me. I wish them the best, but so I was rating it hard, and I was trying to. We were all trying to. Everybody was doing that, the different communities. But then he ultimately chose SPX, and he announced that. And I was looking at it, I was like, hey, that's interesting. And yeah, so I pretty much bought. At the time, I just bought purely because he put it on the list. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, it's probably going to do pretty decent just because of that. So I bought some then. But then for me, it was a gradual buildup of getting into it. You know what I mean? I had a bunch of coins, and I still have some. I have other coins, but this is my main coin at this point, and the one I put all my attention on. So
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It is so like over and over again. It's wild how the people who are in it. It's so clear.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it. I'm sure there's people who hold some and they're not. There's probably a lot of people who don't. They're not communicating. They're not in the community, so to speak. I mean, they are and they aren't, but not
right,
posting. Um, but yeah, for the people that are, it's like, of course, people might hold other tokens, but they're just like
yeah,
so focused. It's really wild. Um,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, somebody asked, "Are you a SPX maxi?" I'm like, I'm at the very least an XPX promotion maxi. Like, this is where I spend all my time promoting it. But
Yeah.
and I have respect for other communities and everything. But there's nothing for me. There's nothing comparable in terms of community.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
There's really not. And that may offend people, but that's my take. That's what I feel like. So,
Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. That's our truth. Or that's your truth.
yep,
Uh, yeah. And I mean, that is like, of course, that kind of momentum just absorbs more and more attention from other people.